Greetings everyone, what is up? It's me again, Terran Prime 1 with another video review for you all out there. And this video review, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Leader Class, well, Transformers the movie Studio Series Leader Class from the 1986 movie Megatron. And I'll say this, I don't normally do a Leader Class box right off the bat, but quite frankly, I'm just thinking like Weezy Megatron right here, trying my best to get him in the camera shot, but unfortunately, I don't think I have the right camera for this. The best thing I have is just my cell phone camera to record these guys with, and plus, well, I don't know what other detail to go into, but yeah, I cannot seem to simply get the whole Leader Class box in here properly, so my apologies for that right there. I definitely did try a couple of smaller tables on this right here, but unfortunately, I do not have what I am needing to put this at a proper the proper height. The one thing I've been trying to do is trying to find that one other tripod that I have that has like an extending neck piece, but I can't find it anywhere. I find it like almost all the time, and it somehow goes missing / gets lost. I'm not sure where it is. It could be in this bluey house that's right next to the table. I need to look in that thing real fast. What the heck? I've just found. Oh boy, my daughter just loves to put stuff inside this bluey house for some odd reason. I wonder if I wonder if some of my collections over in here. But anyways, let's go ahead and get down to the video review real fast. But I need to take it back a whole lot. Slow down with my words. Okay, now, taking a look at this guy right here, you can see the under part of the vehicle mode right here. Looks like these are also some treads right here. I'm not for sure though. But yeah, we'll take a quick look. Well, they are not actually treads right down there. They're part of the robot mode, as we all know. But yeah, I love the fact they made him as a tank. I've found out that I don't think they were able to get the rights to the gun, so they made him a tank instead, in which the tank actually does work. And quite frankly, thanks to Prime versus Prime, we got a good look at we got to, he showed us of how we could possibly do a custom made gun from the tank to gun to robot. Possible triple changer for Megatron right there. I'll see if I can do that if I remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, I love this little tank right here. I love what they did with that thing right there. Also, right down here, you see the Transformers Studio, the Transformers the movie Autobot symbol right there. Excuse me, and thank you, Hasbro, for putting these things back right here. We seriously need these plastic windows back right here. I know they've been doing it for a while, but still, thank you, Hasbro. Make common sense, not nonsense. In all honesty, the no plastic windows bit was straight up dumb. It was stupid. People kept on stealing Transformers parts left and right. This is why it cost Hasbro probably a boatload of money in the long run, along with stores as well. And on this side of the box right here, you can see Megatron on this side of the box, and also his fist. It looks like his left fist right here, along with Autobot City in the background, Autobot symbol right there. On the back of the box right here, you can see Megatron G1 version ready to blast, I believe, Optimus Prime, along with all the stuff that he comes with right here in his little tank mode. I honestly do wish they would not put down how many steps it takes. After all these years, as soon as they've been doing this, I'm just thinking this takes away from this just takes away a lot from the figures right there, because we don't want to know how many steps it takes. We just want to transform these guys right here. They're probably letting us know how many steps it takes for the amount of time, but I just don't honestly care about how many steps it takes. As long as I can transform him into his robot mode and vehicle mode, that's all I care about. Not the amount of steps. Albeit the amount of steps also take time, but quite frankly, well, I'm not going to go into any further detail. So yeah, and still, I don't normally do boxes right here, well, the Leader Class boxes, but with how this box is looking, I was just thinking I gotta do this. This looks too awesome / cool. This has a certain amount of depth in it that I love, that I just wanted to put in the box right here to showcase the box. So yeah, there we have all that right there. Gonna go ahead and maneuver the camera on down a good bit. Bring this on forward. And take a look at Leader Class Megatron right here. Yes, I know the barrel does not have that thing on in there. Just give me one quick second and I'll bring in all the pieces. There's all the pieces right there, as you all know. But primarily, we're going to go ahead and put this piece right in here real fast first. There we have that. Megatron's little turret is now complete. I love how they have it where the G1 gun goes into this turret right here. Beautifully well done. Love how that is looking right there. I also love the fact that they managed to put the arms on a swivel right here. A very nice little swivel. Even though it's not centered, it is really still incredibly well done right there. And I love, I just love how they pay attention to a lot of detailing on the leader classes and the commander classes compared to all the other smaller figures. Like that they couldn't have put a little bit more focus a little bit more onto the smaller figures as well. Seriously, am I right, people? Am I right? Because some of their figures are just not up to par with what we would expect, especially with how they used to make figures so many years ago. Examples: RID, Armada, Energon, Cybertron, and pretty much Transformers Animated, and I think Beast Wars too. So now, yeah, they definitely did a really good job with this little tank mode. Nice looking treads right here. I do love the wheels right there, and also right here is a bit of the abdominal section. Spoiler alert right there, and also central wheel in the chest piece right there, and rolling back and forth. There we go. I love the little red piece right here they put on his little gun, on his little cannon right here, on his little fusion cannon. Very beautifully well done. Decepticon symbol right there symbolizes the overall chest piece right there. But yeah, they definitely did a really phenomenal job. And also his head is tucked away in there. I do love that right there. And I was right. And yep, definitely. Well, I could not be right. These were not treads. These are definitely a part of the robot mode. Oh boy, I'm not here right now. I was up at 6:30 this morning taking my daughter to school. But yeah, and also you can see the feet right back here. I love how they have it where the feet are stored back here. Very well done, Hasbro. You guys definitely, even though he was still, even though he was a gun back in G1, I'm not for sure they managed to get the rights to his pistol, but making him as a tank, nice, love it. I love what they did right there. Love what they did. So yeah, there we have that. And also, as you all know, he also comes with his little dagger sword thing right here, which you can plug in onto the side right over here. And also with his little gun right here. G1 gun mode. Love that they put that in here as well. Put this right over there. And there you go. They have that. Like the storage for his arsenal. Like the storage for his weaponry and everything. That's all that is all that he actually does come with. I do wish they would have also maybe included his little mace. That it shows up in the G1 series. I wish that they would have brought that in as well, but unfortunately they did not bring that on in. But yeah, still very nicely done. I'm gonna go ahead and take these on out so we can do some comparisons real fast on him right here. And if you're wondering if this turret goes up or down, it does. Well, it can go up or down, but it doesn't stay up or down because of how this is done back here. So yeah, you have that right there. Now for the comparisons. First things first, we're going to go ahead and do him up with Commander Class Optimus Prime. Very nice comparison right there. There you have that. Along with Commander Class Ultra Magnus. I like that little comparison right there. And if I ever get down to the pistol, there's a good chance I'm not going to do a comparison with them right there. Here he is with Hot Rod. There you have that right there. Now for Earthrise / the I don't have the redeco version. Skip that right there because I found it really, really ridiculous. Because I would basically have the same figure, but they just gave him like a different paint job and whatnot, along with a throne and his cape. So the Earthrise slash Studio Series version of Starscream. And basically, I skipped out on that one because like it's the same figure with like a different paint color scheme. But I'll openly admit to this: I do plan on grabbing on up as once they come on out with him, since they announced him some time ago. Leader class Nemesis Prime. There's a method to my madness for right there. And also, here is, if I remember correctly, the Siege version of Megatron that I purchased for an incredibly cheap amount on Amazon. Glad that someone on Transformers Addicts told us about that right there. Told us about that sale, because quite frankly, this is definitely far better. That price on there, I felt, was a far better deal compared to what they had. Compared to like their previous price. Also, I'm gonna try this on out real fast. See if I can. Oh my gosh, it can't fit in there. It can't fit in there. So yeah, you can actually fit the. So yeah, you can actually fit this right in here. Albeit it's a bit of a snug fit, but it's a fit nonetheless. I just feel like I pulled a Davy Jones right there. I'm wondering if I can also plug this in onto the side. Yes, I can plug that in onto the side. Now for the pistol, I'd say the pistol would go probably right there, and yep, that can also fit on the right there. So yeah, that's a very nice comparison. And like from what I can tell, they recycled this piece right here. They just recycled. It looks like they recycled this right here a good bit. Not for sure about the legs, but the overall body, I think that they recycled that as well. They just like if they recycled it, they definitely improved it in this figure right here. If they did that. So yeah, they have all that right there. Now for the transformation sequence. It's a it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I'll still see if I can configure him into his gun mode, like the gun mode that Prime vs. Prime showed. Why am I doing that right off the bat? I do not know why. I'm guessing it's a forced habit right now somehow. Okay, let's go ahead and take treads, and just bring him on out to the sides a wee bit. Take his feet, bring him on up, right there. Bring these on down. I honestly cannot remember how Prime vs. Prime did that. You know, if I have to, I'll just do it in a separate video. But actually, hang on for a second. I think I kind of got it-ish. I think I kind of got it for the most part. Nope. I definitely remember like him having it. Let's see if I can. I think it's a part of the transformation process for going into his robot mode. Just going to put that in there. Bring this back on over. Same thing on this side right here. Bring this on over. Open this on up. There we go. There we go. And let's see here. If I remember correctly, I think he brought the. And like this piece right here will come on down. I think this right here will come on down as well. I think. I'm not 100%. I can't remember. If I have to, I'll redo this process later on. But like, if I remember correctly, he did something like this right here. He did something like this right here with the whole process. But yeah, if I have to, I'll just redo this whole transformation process in another video. Yeah, here we go. Okay, go ahead and just attack. Well, I might want to open this. I need to remember. I need to remember. This has to open up first, and then I can just open up this right here. Put this on in. Close that on up right there, and there we go. Fold that right there, and bring this on up. This little tab will go into that little slot back there. Go. It should, but there we go. There we go. Come on. I know that I was supposed to go on in there because I've transformed this thing a few times, well, multiple times so far. Come on. That's not going on in there for some odd reason. I'll mess around with that later on. Because right now, let's go ahead, open up this piece right here. Open this up right here. Flip this on in. Flip this. Close this on up right here. Fold this on over. Bring this on up. Seriously, this is supposed to tap into right there. I don't know why it's not doing that, but right now let's go ahead, rotate this on around, and this will tab right on into here. This piece will tab right, and this little tab right there. We'll go into a slot. We'll go into that slot right there. There we go. Bring this. If it'll work with me, bring this leg on down and just bring up the foot and just bring the foot back. There we go, tap that into place. There we go. And just bring this foot on down. There you go. Put this into place. There we go so far. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and untap this from right here. Well, can't really untap. Well, oh yeah, that's right. This comes. Okay, this piece right here, this little crotch piece right here has to go up into this section right here in order for it to remain securely into place right there. But once you bring it to put him in his vehicle mode, well, enter his robot mode. There we go. So untap this from right here. Little slot goes in that tab right there for vehicle mode, and just bring this on. Bring the side skirt piece on up right here. Do the same thing with this side right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring fold this on over, and this, as you all can tell, will tap in right here, go into place. Wait, hang on for a second. I forgot to open up this thing right here, bring it on down, then we'll tap it into place, and then we'll bring in this piece on down right here. Well, put it right down for the time being. I'm rushing it, don't know why I'm rushing it. And also, I forgot to take this off earlier, you're supposed to take this off right here, take this piece, bring it on back, and put it into place. Now what we want to do right here is we want to take the arms, separate them, there we go. Now what we're going to do is, first things first, I'm going to rotate it around. Now, at first, when I was trying to get him into his vehicle mode, I did not know this. I didn't know I had to do this first. You rotate this thing all the way around. Close this back on. Oh, wait, don't close it back on up yet, because you need to bring out the fist. There you go. Same thing on this side. Open up this side right here. Open up this side right here. Bring his fist on out and rotate this thing around. Rotate it around. Bring his legs on down and rotate his body around right there. Now, I'm going to try now bring this piece on down once again, because you want to go ahead and try to bring his head, not the way I was trying to, but this way. I don't know why I was trying to go the other way. Bring this on up right here and tap this. Tap his head into, tap this thing right into here, there you go. Oh, I forgot. No wonder I wouldn't tap him properly. I forgot about this piece right here. Fold this in. I think I'm beginning to lose it, everyone. Fold this on in. And yeah, I know how I lost it. And then rotate this thing on down, and then everything will go into place. There you go. I'm losing it. I'm rushing it. Don't know. I shouldn't be rushing it. Now, what we're going to do next is this. Take this, rotate this on in. And just take this, rotate this on in as well. And like we're gonna put this securely into place as much as possible. So you want to make sure that you rotate the arms on down. So you can put this inside of right here. I'll admit, this was complicated for me at first. When I first started to do this piece right here. Here we go. Also, I forgot to bring this little skirt piece on over. I'm thinking this is not fully completed because, like, I'll admit, like, this right here is a bit complicated to do, especially since you're trying to get these, like, that one little tab that's right up in there in between these things right here. You can see that right there. Come on. This thing does not like to tab in at all. There it goes. And there it goes. Yeah, it's a bit complicated to do right there. But once you get him all settled and everything, rotate his arms around into place. There we go. Now take this cannon right here, take this cannon, let's put this cannon right onto the side, right where it's supposed to go to, and this little piece right here, fold this on over. Technically you could do this on the back as well by folding it on the back. There you go. Hang on for a second, bringing this on up right here, and done and done and done. And I'm also going to go ahead and show all the weapons real fast. Show how the weapons can fit into here. Yeah, because like you have one posable finger. And I'll admit I'm also pretty hungry as well. So you have one little posable finger right there, while the rest are not as posable. They're just on one solid joint right there, as you all can tell. So what you all can do right here is take his little weapon right here, put it into his fist. You have to really, really push it on in. There you go. And they have that. Megatron with his little weapon in hand right there. And also gonna open up his fist a little bit. And put his gun version right here into his other fist. So you can like fire at the Autobots and jab at them as well. So they have that, and also for a bit more accuracy. Hang on for a second. This thing is not fun to work with. No, it definitely doesn't want to work with me. Okay, this is definitely a bit tight on there. Tighter than I thought it was going to be. So push that back up into there. It's definitely out of. I think it's definitely out of socket. I think I got it back into socket. I think I got it back into the socket right there. So you have that. Push this on down to there. And you can just use Megatron. You can just use his little pistol in his right hand if you wish to do so. Loving that right there. And I must say this, with the overall execution of Megatron right here, they definitely did a phenomenal job. I love this right, but I do wish they would have focused a little. Oh, now it goes into place. Now he's going to place. Seriously, why? Just why? I will say this, I love the overall G1 look with how it looks like he has, with all you can, looks like you can grab up his legs for the pistol form. You can definitely see the little treads right there, but beautifully well done for his leader class. Originally, I did think I saw that they were going to, originally I thought they were going to make him into a, commander class, but apparently not. They made him into a Voyager, a leader class, and I must say the overall execution on this guy is beautifully well done. G1 accurate with the robot mode. Tank mode, as we all know, never happened, but I still love their effort. I still love what they did with the tank mode. And overall, with the execution of this guy right here, they definitely did a very beautiful job. Beautifully well done. I just do wish that they would tone down the prices on these guys right here. Like, just please tone it down the prices. That would make a whole lot of sense right there if they toned down the prices. It would make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, overall, with the execution of Megatron right here, I love it. I just love how they did him right here. Incredibly well done. And also for head articulation, you can rotate his head around a good bit, up and down as well. Swivel at the elbow right here, up and, well, you can't go really back as it's being blocked right there. Up and down with his shoulders. Legs can go forward and back and bend the knee. Bit of ankle tilt and movement. Now this is more of an ankle, well, not really more of it, but yeah, definitely an ankle tilt and movement of the feet right down there. So yeah, I do love all that they've done with him. I do love all this right here. They definitely did an amazing job right there. I can't remember why these little things are right in here for. I think it's due to the vehicle mode or something. But yeah, the overall execution with this version of Megatron right here is incredibly well done. Loving it, loving it. So yeah, and also real fast to finish off the video, we're going to go ahead and do up some size comparisons. First things first of him with Optimus Prime. Now I just want to try this on out real fast, since Optimus Prime did this before back in Gen 1. you can put him into his little hand right here, so Optimus Prime can hold the pistol. I love that. I love that right there. And no, I'm afraid I haven't gotten the upgrade kit for him yet. I'm afraid I have not yet. Hopefully I will as soon as I can. Here he is with Commander Class Ultra Magnus. See how they scale right there. There we go. And also, I will say this in my last video, he was not done up in the knees properly. He was not done up in the knees properly at all. And also, here he is with Hot Rod. I about brought it in the wrong one. See how he scales right there. Also with Earthrise / Studio Series version of Starscream. His treacherous second in command. There we go. And finally, here he is with the Wolverine Cybertron Siege Megatron. You guys can see how that goes right there. Now his fist cannot open, but I am willing to go. I'm willing to do this right here to see how well he can hold the pistol. Very well, he can hold it very well. Now I'm beginning to wonder, how well would this thing look with him? You just barely see it. It's just like barely peering up right there. Just barely peering up right there. So yeah, I just wanted to see how that looked on him right there. And you cannot put this weapon into him right there. You also cannot do that right there. But yeah, pretty good comparisons. Pretty good comparisons right there. And that is it for Studio Series Leader Class Megatron. Now, if you all want to grab him on up, you can find him on HasbroPulse.com, TFSource.com, BigBadToySource.com, or any other websites there are, and possibly some like comic book shops might have him as well. He is definitely spread on out there right now, especially since like I got an email from TF Source and Big Bad, not as much as Big Bad Toy Store, but definitely with TF Source. And I hope you all have enjoyed this video. And if you all have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe with me and Wishmaker, and check me out on social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. And until next one, I'm Temperman, and I'll be signing off right now. So peace out.